He stood for hours, silent, still, stoic, but behind those eyes, he was memorizing faces. Not one, not 10, 1,000, and what he did with that memory shocked everyone. The Queen's Guard is known for discipline, not emotion, not expression, but one guard changed that. Not by speaking, not by moving, but by remembering. This is the story of Guard Ellis Rowe, and the mission he carried out with nothing but memory and heart. Ellis was quiet, an observer, the kind of man who noticed everything but said nothing. He served at the palace gates for 5 years. Thousands of tourists passed him. Selfies, screams, questions he couldn't answer, but every day he watched. Not just for threats, but for people, faces, stories behind the eyes. One evening, after his shift, he told a fellow guard, "I can remember the face of almost every tourist I saw this week." They laughed, thought he was joking. He wasn't. Ellis began a personal challenge. Every week, he'd silently memorize every face that passed. From the couple on their honeymoon, to the old man with the medals, to the crying child with a Union Jack cap. He went home and sketched some of them in a notebook. Rough drawings, names, if he heard them, details. Girl with pink bunny bag said, "Thank you," in French. Boy with stutter tried to salute. Soon, his notebook had dozens of pages. When asked why, he said, "Because they see me as a statue. I want to prove I see them as human." Then came the moment that made his mission go public. A week after a big summer event, a woman returned to the gates. She looked lost, panicked. She asked a nearby guard if she had dropped her locket here last week. It had her late son's photo inside. The guard shook his head. "Protocol doesn't allow searching." Ellis heard her voice. He turned his head, just slightly. It broke no rule, but enough to signal, "I remember you." He walked back to the barracks and opened his sketchbook. There she was, woman with gray coat, blue scarf, whispered, "Thank you. My son loved the guards." He retraced his memory. He remembered where she stood. He returned to the area and found something wedged beneath the rail. The locket. He handed it to her without a word. She cried, and the moment was caught on camera. The story went viral. The silent guard who remembers faces. Turns out, Ellis had notebooks filled with sketches. He never intended to show anyone, but the palace gave permission to display them at a special exhibit. It was called "The People Behind the Gate," a collection of drawings, moments, faces that passed him, each one remembered, because even though he wasn't allowed to speak, he never stopped seeing. Tourists now leave thank you notes by the gate. Some say, "I was one of the faces. Thank you for noticing me." Share this story to honor the silent observers, the ones who stand still but never stop caring. Because sometimes the quietest guards carry the deepest memory.
Mira. Ponte aquí. Se puede.
No te muevas, no te muevas. Stand clear of the white line.
Nah.
Ok, está la raya, no puedes.
Along the white line, please. On the white line, please. On the white line. the white line, please. Join the white line, please.
You're not allowed to come into the white line. That's why I'm not allowed. Alejate, por favor, que no quiero que te grite.
James, are we going here? James, should we go in? You go to the other card now? Is there an iPad to commencer sur les cartes? Looks like the hosting wants to show the range. Let's push Barrow.
C'est les écuries de la reine là.
I
Vamos, Luisa. Julie. Fer. Hazte para acá, Fer.
On the white line, please.
No in the box.
Fer.
Be part of history. Subscribe to Queen Gods today.